always remain freaky. Being normal is overrated.
Yes, it's that time again. It's time for that movie talk. You knew it was coming. First, the werewolf talk, the supernatural talk. Now, the movie talk. Get ready for more.
What's your favorite movie? Anyways, yes, I decided to change the mask from the wolf to my normal white mask. It's easier to talk in this mask. Anyways, trying to do another video here. The subject is movies. Anyways, I talked about my werewolves and how I like werewolf films, Van Helsing, The Howling, American Werewolf in London, American Werewolf in Paris. That was a lousy sequel. The Howling had lousy sequels too. The first Howling was a really good film, but the sequel sucked. At least American Werewolf in London only had one terrible sequel. They could have done so much better with that, but it came off as less of a sequel, more of a lame remake. There was not really a point to make it a sequel to American Werewolf in London anyways. It'd be kind of hard to remake American Werewolf in London because the special effects of it still stands to even today. For some reason, my camera's, my phone's being a little iffy. I think it's because I have it on low power mode or something. I don't know what's going on, but I am going to make sure I get through this video this time. Yeah, what other, okay, fast forward to, the Scream movies. I'm a big fan of the Scream films. 1 through 4, directed by the late Wes Craven, were really good films. Well, except for Scream 3, which was supposed to be the last in the entire franchise. But you know, movie studios gotta make that extra cash, even if the sequels get dumber and dumber. Oh, but sadly, Scream 3 had a lot of studio interference, making it not a very good sequel. And not only that, it was less of a horror film, more of a weird comedy. But it really did have a good opening scene, unlike Scream 5. Scream 5 had the worst opening, in my opinion, because just have one girl in the opening scene and she ends up getting slashed so many times she should have bled to death. Gotta keep adjusting this. For some reason I'm having issues, which I do not like. Technology, it's grand, but it still has its issues. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that she got she should have bled to death. That's what annoys me. And how they killed off Dewey Riley. They killed off a legacy character in a very dumb way, because there's no way that tall guy in the Ghostface costume was that short psychotic girl. which was really annoying. It just Scream 5. I have a lot of issues with Scream 5. At least Scream 6 was better than Scream 5. They brought back Kirby from Scream 4, which was one of my favorite characters from Scream 4. But other than that, Scream 6 was missing Sidney Prescott. But hopefully they'll have Sidney Prescott in Scream 7, depending on how that's going to go, because they lost two of the cast already, so we'll see how Scream 7's going to turn out, and who's directing it, and who's going to be cast in Scream 7. However, I am looking forward to I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel. Apparently there's another sequel in the works, and it looks like Julie James, one of the original characters from the first one, might be back for this one, and it sounds like Jennifer Love Hewitt might want to do it, so looking forward to seeing that in theaters. I really wish I got to see Dr. Sleep in theaters. I got it on DVD, but it would have been so much better to watch it in theaters. It's a shame it didn't do as well as it should have in theaters, because it was a great, a good sequel to Shining. And sorry about, I think it's because I just had some caffeine and my speech is a little out there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to be a little bit more relaxed and not talking that certain voice, because it kind of irritates my throat for a while. So yeah, this is pretty much somewhat normal voice. So yeah, I liked I Know What You Did Last Summer. I really loved that. It's one of my favorite films. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer was I think a pretty decent sequel. For some reason a lot of people didn't like it. I always remember What You Did Last Summer or something, that direct to DVD sequel that came out in 2006. That sucked. I only saw the trailer and bits and pieces of it, but I didn't even bother to watch that one, because it was like Ben Willis as a zombie. That was stupid, and it didn't really, it tried to connect to the first two films, but at the same time, a fisherman ended up in a Colorado town from it made completely no sense. Anyway, so hopefully I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel will actually be so much better than the DVD crap that made no sense. And hopefully Scream 7 gets really good cast. I'd like to see Sidney Prescott, Gale, and Kirby all in one movie again. So, also I forgot to talk about the Halloween, the recent Halloween films. They started off good until it got to Halloween Ends, and Halloween Ends, it finally killed off Michael Myers in a really brutal way, which I liked. However, I didn't get to see Michael too much. It focused too much on this Corey character that came out of nowhere. But at least the last part of the movie was really exciting, but most of the part of the movie was boring. Halloween Kills had a terrible ending where Laurie's daughter Karen goes into the house and only gets killed by Michael at the very tail end of the movie. It's like, that was a dumb way to end the film. It's like they could have left her alive for Halloween Ends. I just don't understand what the point was killing her off like that. They could have killed her any time in the film, but they killed her off at the very end, and it was very stupid. It's like, Halloween 2018 started off so strong, but by the time it got to Halloween Ends, it just got to be a mess, and I don't know how they managed to mess that up, because they could have done, it had so much potential. Maybe too many writers, directors, I don't know what the fuck happened with that. And, I like the A Nightmare on Elm Street films. Well, some of them, 1, 3, and 7 I liked. The other ones I didn't like so much. The second one was really bizarre, and so it was Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. The second and Freddy's Dead was weird. I didn't care for Freddy vs. Jason. I didn't care for the characters in that one. But however, it did have Robert Englund playing Freddy. At least it had that going for it. Because the only Freddy Krueger is Robert Englund. I mean, Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. I don't think any other actor can actually pull that character off. So anyways, I think I got to talking about my movies. I think I'm gonna end it right there. So, ta-ta for now.